Netflix just recently released the latest season of Arrested Development, and a lot of people are questioning whether or not that changes the way we consume media. Take a look.
Excuse me?
Hello?
Dad. Oh my God. Oh, there is kind of a girl here. Didn't say it was your cousin.
No, right?
Michael.
Joe.
Lindsay.
George Michael?
Lucille.
Tobias Funke? George? Maybe.
Buster.
I really love you, Tobias.
Oh, Lindsay, we've got to get you to that acting class.
Hey, I just want my son to have a job where his incompetence won't be out of place.
Well, that's not a great sign.
So I love this new way of watching shows. I'm addicted to Netflix. I just canceled my cable, which feels so liberating. It's a great feeling. Actually, yesterday I walked over to Time Warner Cable and dropped off my box. I was like, that's right, you take that box. I have no need for it.
Whoa.
It was such a good feeling, right? And you know, I'm obsessed with shows that are now on Netflix. I've been watching Breaking Bad. I watched House of Cards. Now I'm going to get into Arrested Development, and it's a great feeling. You pay the $7.99, you get so much great content. Yeah. Now, John, what do you think? I know you watched Arrested Development. Did you go on like a binge this weekend?
I went on a half binge, but only because I needed something to do while like videos were rendering and exporting. I do tend to watch shows like this. Like I've watched Married with Children probably 10 times every episode now because I like watching things in a row. It makes you appreciate the characters more. And Arrested Development is exactly the show to maximize the effectiveness of that. But at the same time, while I like the availability, I hope that not everybody just hammer watches all the episodes, because I know you watch Game of Thrones, and how fun is it knowing every week we get to watch the one episode, and then we speculate, we look forward to the next one, we know that we've watched the same ones. It's not, oh, are you on episode 10? Well, only on episode 7, we can't talk about it. So I think you can kind of lose something in that watching all at once.
So that's interesting, because I think that there are two different types of viewers. Like there are those who like a little nibble and they like to savor it and really focus on whether or not they liked it, what's the next bite gonna taste like. And then there are the binge eaters, and I consider myself a nibbler, right? So I don't want to sit down and have a Breaking Bad binge. I like to reflect on the episodes, but isn't it so great to know that you get to make that decision? Some people hate the cliffhangers. They don't want the cliffhangers. They want the next episode immediately.
Part of it is also just logistical. Like I don't necessarily have time to see something where I missed it that week because I was working, and so then I'm excited that you can actually like go back and see it. But I do agree with you that the cliffhangers, it is fun to have something to look forward to, but there's no reason you can't stop yourself. Just because it's there doesn't mean you need to inhale the entire thing. That's what I'm told.
All right, Jimmy.
I've also seen Married with Children probably 10 times every episode because I used to be addicted to painkillers. But
I was gonna say.
I can't
love that show. I grew up on it. Also Seinfeld and various other shows too.
I'm supposed to do both. I can't believe that it's taken this long. I thought this was going to happen 10 years ago. I can't believe that we're still, some guy in an office in New York City decides when I'm going to watch a TV show. I have to still go on my TiVo and look at what time the goddamn show's on. If it's a sporting event, I get it. But the show, why can't I just, like, oh, they'll have on demand, right? So on demand, I love you go to on demand, but they don't have all the shows on demand. They just have some shows. It's like if you think on demand is a good thing, then why can't I fucking have it for all the shows I want?
No, but Jimmy, here's the thing. The internet thankfully provides all shows on demand. You just download them. Now, granted, it's not legal, but it works.
That's exactly right, though. That when you sort of say, has Netflix changed the way that we watch television? Netflix has made it legal. And I think that they are very smart to say, this is what people are doing, let's get on board with it, instead of acting as if this is so crazy that people download things when we all know that people do. And here's a way that you can actually gain some money and some traction from it. What's confusing and troubling, though, is like Time Warner may own your cable box. They may also have their own channel. I mean, there's all these reasons as to why you can get certain things on demand and certain things on Hulu and certain things on Netflix and not others. And that's my frustration. I want them all to get on board the way that Netflix has and then see what we choose.
Well, there are rumors now that HBO is going to allow people to buy their online service separate from their cable service, which would be great.
I am so excited about that. I already, like with HBO Go, the fact that like anyone can watch HBO if they have your password and that's completely fine, I think has helped HBO. I think it has helped got the message out
Word
about
of
their
mouth,
shows.
yeah.
Tell people what HBO Go is. And by people, I mean me.
HBO Go is basically like a streaming website for those who don't
it's
have the
an
time to
on-demand
watch
show.
it live. Yeah, it's on
on-demand.
on-demand
really?
content
Yeah.
from HBO. But the
And it also
unfortunate,
adds extra stuff to the experience.
yeah. So like they're behind the scenes type
Anna,
videos
what's your
on there.
password to give to Jimmy?
Actually, I'm using Steve-O's password. So, and by the way, HBO executives know that people are doing this, and they actually think that it's not necessarily a bad thing because it's like a massive advertisement for HBO.
That's what I was saying before, that it
Yeah.
helps them get the word out about their shows that might not normally be seen.
Exactly. And by the way, you know,
girls.
going back to Arrested Development is a huge advertisement for Netflix because, you know, it was formerly a network show, and of course it got canceled, and as a result Netflix picks it up and people are like, yeah, we love this show, now we're gonna buy Netflix or whatever. So it all works out. I love it. I love the internet. Obviously the show is on the internet, the Young Turks is on the internet, and we're fucking dominating.